everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a makeup collection slash declutter video. So I'm going to be getting rid of some things and just kind of show you what's in my collection. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing is all of my bronzers and face palettes. I do have one Wet n Wild dual-ended contour stick. It's got the contour on one side and the highlighter on the other side. I never use this and I've had it for a long time. It's in the shade light medium, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. So that was easy. Next, this is a Wet n Wild. It was a limited edition Color Icon Sunset Junction Trio blush bronzer highlighter. I really like this. I used it quite a bit. Really pretty shades. I love the blush and the highlighter. But it's old and it's limited edition. You can't get it anymore. All the writing's pretty much wore off on the top, and I just never reach for it anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and let this go. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the rest of these because I don't really have a whole lot of bronzers or face palettes. But this one is the Maybelline Master Contour in the light to medium shade. Very pretty. I really like this. This one is the Rimmel Sculpting palette, I believe, in the color Coral Glow, or in the shade color Coral Glow. There's a highlighter, contour, and a blush, and I really like this. This blush is really pretty. See, the bronzer, can't remember if I use the bronzer that much, and the highlighter is kind of pretty too. It's not great, but it's okay. So I'm going to keep that. These two are very similar. It's the Smashbox Contour Palette. I think this is in the shade Light or Fair. I don't see it anywhere on here, but it looks like that. And then this one is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster Matte Sculpting Palette. And just says Highlight and Contour Palette. I don't think it has a shade either, but these are pretty similar. These two shades are kind of reversed in them, but and I hate this packaging. Like, it only opens that far. You get a brush with it. I never really used the brush, but I kind of wish this opened all the way. It kind of just gets on my nerves, but I'm gonna keep both of these because I actually used both of them and I really like them, so keep both of those. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette. It's really pretty. I never reach for it. You get these three are matte, these two are matte, this is a shimmer, these two are highlighters. Well, that was a highlighter too, but it's not as glittery looking as these two. I never reach for this, so I think I'm going to let this go. This one is a Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in the shade Light to Medium. Glow Boosting Bronzing Powder. It's got like gold flecks of glitter in it, but it doesn't really show up on your face. It shows up matte on your face, and it's a pretty color. It's not too dark for me, which is good. I don't use it quite that often, but I do reach for it, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. I forgot I had this bronzer too. These two are my most used bronzers. I love them. They're not too dark for my skin tone, not too deep for my skin tone, and I just really like them. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is in the shade Light Bronzer. And as you can see, I've used this quite a bit. I've hit pan. I actually have a backup of this that I got not long after it come out, because I was, with it having the coconut kind of summery scent to it, I was wondering if it was going to be limited edition, so I wanted to get a backup in case they didn't make it anymore. So I have this, and I have a whole nother one. The little thing here is broken. It doesn't close anymore, but it still works. It's fine. I've taken it traveling and everything. Nothing's ever happened to it. So I don't even know if this is going to show up, but it kind of does a little bit right there. And it does have like a slight sheen to it, almost like a satin finish. It's not completely matte, and you can't really go wrong with it. You can't put too much on because it's not super pigmented. So you can build it up, which is good for me. So I really like it. So that's that one. The last one is from number 7. It's in Golden Sand. And it's just, this one is probably the one I use the most now since I got it. The butter bronzer was one I used the most before I got this one, but I really like this one. The tone is really nice. This is what it looks like. This is the butter bronzer, and this is the Golden Sands bronzer. It's not super pigmented. I kind of built it up a little bit there. I like the color on my skin. It's not too deep, and I think it looks really nice. I really like it. They have a few different shades of this, so if you can find your shade, I suggest you try it out because it's really soft. I really like it. Yeah, so that's all of my bronzers. Here are all of my blushes. I know off the bat that this one right here, I never reach for it. I got it at TJ Maxx. It's kind of dry feeling. I have some bronzers on my hand still, but I never reach for it. I don't think I've maybe even used it once. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass this on. It's the Kat Von D Shade and Light blush in Hansel and Gretel. So I'm going to get rid of that. Next, this one here. This is the City Color Be Matte blush in the shade Papaya. It's really pretty. I don't think I have anything else similar to that. Let me check. This one here is LA Girl Just Blushing. Yeah, blush in Just Playful. This one looks different. I was like, yeah, this one's a bit deeper. It probably end up looking very similar on the skin though. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. I've had this for a while anyway, but I'm gonna keep this one. These two are the Master Highlight by Face Studio from Maybelline. These I believe they are discontinued. This one is in the shade Nude, and this one is Pink Rose. I love these. I kind of wish they weren't discontinued. Shadow there, but this one is Nude. This one, Pink Rose. Super pretty. So I'm going to keep those. I just won't be able to use them on my channel because they are discontinued, but I really like those. Here's some Wet n Wild blushes. This one is in My Tai Bayou Drink. It's the Ombre blush. Super pretty. I don't wear this one a whole lot though. That's what it looks like. And then this one is the Rosé Champagne Color Icon blush. It's really pretty too. I know I want to keep this one. Don't think I really need this one. I never reach for it that often anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along. These two are from Essence. They're Silky Touch Blush. This one is adorable. This one is Baby Doll. They're matte blushes. I really like these. Really pretty colors. I don't know if they even make these anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and keep those. That's what they look like. I don't know if you can see them, but super pretty. I'm going to keep those. This one is the Cindy Luminizer. It's actually a highlighter, I believe, but it's very pink. So I use it as a blush. It's really pretty. So, it's right there. Super pretty, so I'm going to keep that. This is from Broadway Colors. I believe I got this at Dollar General. It's the Cheek Palette Kit in the shade Spring. I don't know if there's more than one shade, but this is what it looks like. This is fairly new to me. That's the highlighter. Super pretty. Pretty color blushes. So I haven't really got a whole lot of use out of this. I probably won't use this shade a lot because it's really deep, but I'm going to give it some more tries before I decide if I want to get rid of it or not. That was a very bad swatch, but that's what they look like there. Next is this CoverGirl True Blend blush in the shade Medium Rose. I really like this one. I use this one quite a bit. Super pretty, so I'm keeping that. It's very pigmented though. You have to be very careful with that. I like to get the light shade to see how that looks. These are very similar. This is the Flower Beauty blush in the shade, it's the Flower Pot blush in the shade Warm Hibiscus. And this is NARS Orgasm blush. Just a little mini of it. They're both very similar. They both have like that rosy color with like the gold shimmer in it. That's the flower one. I think I just got it all over, but that one looks super pretty. I love that one. This one is the NARS Orgasm one right there. So NARS Orgasm is, the NARS one is lighter. but they kind of both have that same, with the rosy and the gold. Very pretty. The NARS one feels a lot, I just got that all over that, but a lot drier, but it may have just been because I've had it for a little while. Had it for longer. Keeping both of those. Okay, now this one is a Tarte blush in the shade Party. This was a birthday gift, I believe, from Sephora. I really like this blush. I use this one quite a bit. It's really pretty, so I'm keeping that. These are Milani blushes. This one is in the shade Luminoso, and this one is Rosa Romantica. I like this. I don't use this quite that much because it's very, very orangey, peachy toned. And this one is super pretty, but it's very glowy. You see, it's almost like a blush topper highlighter. Super pretty though. I think I'm gonna get rid of Luminoso. I never wear it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I know a lot of people love that, but I just never wear it. And this one I'm gonna keep because it's just, I love it. And the last four are my Physicians Formula Butter Blushes. This one is in the shade Plum Rose, and this is the first one I got. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've used it a lot. That's it right there. It's kind of not a great swatch, but you kind of have to build it up, which is okay with me because I'd rather build it up than have to tone it down because it's, you know, I got too much blush on. So as you can see, I've used this so much. Look at it compared to this one, how much it's kind of wore down. This one is in the shade Vintage Rouge. It's a newer shade. I haven't used this a whole lot. Ooh, got a whole lot there, but so that, and this one, Rosy Pink. This one I actually got on clearance at Walmart. It was on sale for $5, and normally they're like $10 or something. It's a super cool tone. It's just a real pretty cool tone pink. Yeah, so I got that one on clearance, which I was very surprised. They had, I want to say, this shade on clearance too, but I almost was tempted to buy another one of those. But I know I didn't need it, so I didn't. And this one is in Natural Glow. This one's really pretty. It's more like a highlighter blush kind of. It's pretty glowy. I don't know if you can see, but it has like a peachiness to it, but kind of glowy. So I love all these. I love the way they smell, and I just love the formula of them, so I'm definitely keeping all of those. So that is it for my blushes. So this is my highlighter collection. I love highlighters. It's probably my second favorite makeup item besides the eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is probably my favorite. I have too many and I don't use a lot of these, so let's go ahead and start going through these. Okay, so let's start with these. These are the AOA Studio Wonder Baked Highlighters. I got one in Cloud and Cream Puff. I don't really use these. I got them for like $1 on Shop Miss A. They're kind of dry, kind of sheer feeling. I haven't tried them wet, and I don't really want to because it's just an extra step for me that I really don't want to have to take. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these. The next one is a Hard Candy Prismatic Highlighter Iridescent Pearl Powder. This was another one that I was kind of disappointed in. It's very, I don't know if you can see, it's pretty chunky feeling. Can you see? Yeah, and it's, I don't know, I just don't like it. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. These two are e.l.f. Baked Highlighters. This one is Moonlit Pearls, and this one is Blush Gems. These are one of those that you had to just kind of scrape the top off to get it to look, to get it to work, you know. I never reach for these. And I probably have something kind of similar that is probably a little bit better, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these two. These two, actually these three, these are all from Essence. These two are eyeshadows. This one is in Apricota, and this one is in the Grammy Goes Glammy. I'm not sure if you can get these anymore. I think I purchased these from Ulta, but that's just a really pretty, it's an eyeshadow, but I use them as highlighters. So I'm going to keep those. And this one is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Everybody raves about it. I I like it. I'm not like over the moon about it like everybody else is, but it's pretty. It's a little bit dark for me, but I still use it, so I'm gonna keep that. This one is a Maybelline Master Chrome metallic highlighter. Molten Gold is the shade. Everybody was raving about this one too, and I really like this one, except it is really dark for my skin tone. I was getting up to get my highlighters and I knocked over my light and broke the bulb out of it. So this one's a little bit darker than the other two, but that is the Master Chrome highlighter. It's kind of dark. I will probably use it more for an eyeshadow than a highlighter, but I'm still going to keep it. I like to get the new pink one that they come out with. Let's see, this one here is a, it don't say, does it? I thought it said it on the back, but I believe it's from Urban Decay. It was just like a little sample one of Sin, I think it was called. It's really pretty, so I'm going to keep that. I wish it had a better packaging than that, but it was just like a freebie, and it was in like a little cardboard thing, and I just threw that out. This one, Physicians Formula Warm Nude Shimmer Strips. A lot of people love this too. That's what it looks like all swirled together. I usually only use like the top row or even just like the top two. So I'm going to keep that. These two are Becca highlighters. This one is in Opal. Super pretty. It's a little bit dark for me, but I still like it. And then this one is in Moonstone. I love this one. Super pretty, so keeping those. This Wet n Wild highlighting bar in the shade Holly Goldhead. A lot of people, when this came out, it was limited edition. They were really loving this. It's really pretty, but it's too dark for me. I never reach for it. See how dark it is, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this one on. These two are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powders. These were limited edition. Lilac to Reality and the Sweetest Bling. Super pretty. This one I don't like quite as much, and it's very purple. I'm not going to use that. I just know myself, and it's pretty, and I like it when other people do really pretty looks with like the purple highlights, but it's not me, so I'm not going to keep that. I'll let somebody else get some use out of that. I want to compare this one to this. This one may be more pink, but this one is Botanic Dream. It's the Mega Glow highlighting powder from Wet n Wild. One of the newer shades. Oh, it's got a little bit more peachiness to it. Do I need this one though? Do I ever reach for this? I think I'm going to pass this on. It's limited edition. You can't get it anymore. I probably have some other pink ones that look similar to it, so I'm going to let this go. I'm going to keep Botanic Dream. I might as well look at these while I'm talking about that one. I have Blossom Glow, Precious Petals, Crown of My Canopy. This one is one of their newer shades. Super pretty. Run out of space here. Really pretty. This one, Precious Petals. You've probably seen it a million times, but it's pretty. It's almost too dark for me, but I still use it. This one is definitely too dark for me, Crown of My Canopy. But I think I'm going to get rid of this. I was going to keep it for like an eyeshadow, but I know I have other eyeshadows that are this shade in palettes, so I don't need to keep it. I'm going to let this one go. Keep these two. This is the highlighters I have left. This one is the Milani Afterglow Strobe Light. I don't know, 01. I'm not sure which the color is, but I really like this. I use this one quite a bit. It's really pretty. It has like almost like a pink, slightly champagne-y pink color to it. It's pretty. I'm going to keep that. This one, LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in 110 watt. I really like this one too. It's really pretty. Super glowy. Keeping that. This one is new to my collection. It's a Pixie highlighter. It was a collaboration. It's in the shade Lunderlust. It has one of the screw off caps, which I don't like that part of it, but it's worth it because it's just so pretty. I got it on clearance at Target. It was half off. I think I paid $8 for it. It looks really chunky, but it's not that chunky once you get it on. It's super pretty, so I really like that. Keeping that one. These are my liquid highlighters. This one is new. It's the Mega Glow, Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo highlighter in the shade Halo Goodbye. I really haven't used this a whole lot. It has a really huge doe foot applicator. So I totally missed that. I have to try it out some more to see if I really like it or not. I don't really do a whole lot of liquid highlighting, but I thought I would try it since it wasn't too expensive. This one is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Spotlight. I think that's what it says. In the shade Opal. It came with that little mini Opal highlighter, the powder highlighter. So I'm going to keep that. I really haven't used it a whole lot to try it out, so it looks really pretty. I'm going to keep that. This one's Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Highlighter, and I don't think it has a shade. Oh, Who's That Pearl? This is another one I really haven't used a whole lot. But I don't really have a whole lot of cream highlighters. I only have these three, so I think I'm going to keep that and give it some more tries. These last two are my highlighting palettes. This one is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. I don't think this has a shade name. This is probably my most used highlighter. This shade right here, it's like a champagne-y kind of color, pinky champagne. If you see these in store, or even you can get online, get them. These are just super pretty. My fingers were still a little wet, but from my thing, but they're really soft. They blend really easy, and I just really like them. They're really super pretty, so definitely keeping that. The last one is the Kat Von D Metal Crush highlighter palette. I got this for Christmas for my husband. Super pretty. These are very glittery highlighters though. So they're kind of like, they're not something I could wear for every day, but they're really pretty. I don't know if you can even see the glitter in them. Oh, there we go. Super pretty. Definitely keeping that. And then like the packaging, I mean, it's just gorgeous. I love Kat Von D's packaging. So that is all of my highlighters. So this is all of what I'm getting rid of. I know it's not really a whole lot, but I have kind of decluttered a lot throughout definitely since my last declutter I posted on my channel. I kind of got it down to the things that I love the most. So yeah, so these are going to go to friends and family, and I will show you what my drawers look like now that they're decluttered a little bit. So this is my bronzer and face palette drawer. This is all I have left. I saw a while back when Holly Forrest did her declutter and kind of showed her collection, how she was putting them flat on here to where you can kind of see what she has. A lot of people kind of store them all kind of like this, and they have them full, you know, and then like I didn't want to have that much to where I'm never going to use that much stuff, so this is the way I like to do it now. So this is what I have left in my bronzers and face palette drawer. This is my blush drawer. I love that I can see everything, and there's nothing back there that I can't see. So yeah, it's a little bit, I mean, it's kind of wasted space, but I like it this way. So this is my blushes. These are my highlighters, and I realized when I was putting these back in here, I have a Mary Luminizer back here still in the package, not used. I have it in a palette, it's in like a balm kind of collection palette. So I use that one instead of this one here. I use this. This is kind of like my backup. So these are all my highlighters. I feel like I have too many. Like I still need to get rid of some. But I'm not really sure what exactly I want to get rid of just yet. So I'm just going to leave this like the way it is for right now. So this is my highlighters. So that's it for this video. Just want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and give me some thumbs up if you like the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye!